Yeah. So okay, I'll go first. So like I was working on implementing base classes for composite patterns so that we can create component for screen, and also refactor some code for command pattern to add the receiver for buttons and all, and also fix the logic of landing properly on a block after a jump. And for the next part, I will be working on block push logic so that we can push the blocks, and there are no blockers for me.
Okay, I
I'll
can go next.
okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So previous week I finished on implementing the strategy pattern for starting the game at easy, medium, and difficulty level, and also implemented a player decorator pattern for decorating the player for choosing an avatar, and also created bricks randomly based on the strategy pattern. And for the next week, I'm planning to focus on the implementation of the game. So mostly I'll be working on moving the brick to one block so that it fits completely in the ratio. Um, and also there's no blocker from my end.
Okay. I'll go next. So for my update, this previous week, I implemented the factory method pattern for creating the players. I worked on creating the game over screen, and third thing, I implemented the observer pattern for displaying the score on the screen. Apart from this, I also did some refactoring of the code. And for the next week, like I'm planning to implement the score calculation, like how to calculate the score, and also to implement the observer pattern for the brick, which will be helpful in the score calculation. And as such, I don't have any blockers.
Okay, then. So for me, last week I was working on the start screen, and I implemented the basic buttons using the factory pattern and the command pattern. And I have added some buttons to the start screen and to the game over screen. So other than that, I added the sounds to the buttons and background music for the game, and the game over music and all. So on the next week, I am planning to implement the player animation and add any other additional sounds to the game. As of now, I do not have any blockers. Yeah.
Okay.